Hi everyone, Namaste beautiful yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Elise. I'm really happy to see you on the other side of your screen. Today we are up for a nice flow. We'll start with a plank pose, a bit of core work, and then a nice standing sequence to build some heat in the legs. And we end up on the floor with a shoulder stand, plow pose, back bends and twists. So hop on your mat and let's get started. A comfortable seated position. You can grab your butt cheeks, remove them to the back so you can really have a nice seated position, grow the spine tall. And once you're settled, you can inhale your shoulders to the ears, roll the shoulders back, and 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, you roll them back 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. And if your eyes are not closed yet, you can close your eyes. Let the arms fall heavy on your laps. We just take a moment here to center ourselves. You can forget everything that happened earlier. There is no need to worry about what might or might not happen later. And you can anchor yourself in this present moment. You can start by noticing the breath. Notice the parts of the body that move with every inhale and every exhale. Notice the quality of your breath. And you can take a moment to relax all the muscles in your face. You can also relax your shoulders, soften the belly. Relax your legs, your feet. And every time you exhale, you can release a little bit of physical tension you might have, or maybe emotional tension like stress. And you can set an intention for your practice today. What brings you on your yoga mat? How can yoga help? Now take a deep breath and exhale. You exhale all the air out. Again, take a deep breath. And slowly and fully exhale. One last time, take a deep breath. And now through the nose, exhale. And come back to a natural and simple breath. And you can make the commitment here to be present with the breath during the whole practice. Now place your hands in the prayer position in front of the heart. Rub the palms together with energy to create some heat. Cup the palms in front of the eyes, make sure you don't smash them. And here you can feel the vibrations, you can feel the energy. Now blink your eyes open, spread the fingers, and release. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Now as you inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the side, and then back to the heart. Inhale, raise your fingertips up, up, up. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Fingertips or hands towards the heart. One more time. Inhale, open, create space. And as you exhale, release. And back to the center. Good. Now inhale, raise your arms high. And as you exhale, the right hand drops to the floor. You inhale, you raise your left arm high. And as you exhale, you side bend. Make sure you don't lift the bum. So press on the right hand, So you can press yourself back. Maybe you can bring the forearm on the floor, maybe you can't, it's alright. Look up, so roll the chest open to the ceiling. The hips and the shoulders are aligned. Activate the fingertips of the left hand. 2 more breaths and enjoy the stretch on your left side. Now as you inhale, reach your arms high. And as you exhale, go to the other side. The right arm goes all the way to the left. Gently press on the left hand so you don't lift the bum, and maybe you can bring the forearm on the floor, maybe you can't, it doesn't matter. Relax the shoulders, create space. Deep breath, and again, stay present with the breath and try to inhale and exhale through the nose. Now inhale, reach your arms high. As you exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers and press the knuckles on the floor. Open the chest and open the throat. Bring the back of the head towards the upper back. 2 more deep breaths. A big inhale. And as you exhale, you can release. Ooh, all right. And you can come onto all fours. Hips. All right, tabletop position. The wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees under the knees under the hips, and the feet is a bit flat. We'll just take several rounds of cat-cows to keep warming up the spine. So first, open the fingers wide, press on the hands so you can lift the shoulders and release them from the air. So we're not here, we want to lift. Good. Now as you inhale, find your cow position. Drop the belly, tailbone lifts, look up, stretch the front side of the body. And as you exhale like a wave, you tap the tailbone, you tap the chin, you press firmly the floor away from you and you gaze towards your belly button. 2 more. Inhale, arch the back, look up, open the chest, tailbone lifts. And as you exhale, you press firmly on the floor, you round the upper back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, gaze towards the navel. 1 more, slowly inhale, let the belly drop, look up. Relax the shoulders. And as you exhale, you send the heart to the ceiling. And back to a neutral spine. Good. All right. Now extend the right leg back and flex the foot so you don't open the hip. So keep your hip bone square to the front of to the mat. Now you gaze towards the front edge of the mat. As you inhale, you bring the heel towards the glute and you squeeze. And you exhale to straighten the leg. Engage the core. Inhale, heel to glute and squeeze. Exhale to straighten. 1 more time. Inhale to squeeze. And as you exhale, you straighten the leg. Good. Now bring the right toes behind the left foot. Keep the left foot outside of the mat. Lean on the left hand and on the left knee, and as you inhale, you open to the side. So the right fingertips reach for the ceiling, your shoulders are stacked, and you activate the fingertips. Now you can stay, and you roll the inner arch of the right foot. Sorry, I should have told you that. Now you can stay in this position, or you can lift the right leg off the floor and keep flexing the foot as if you were pressing against the wall. You can stay here, or you can draw the right arm over the ear and stretch the armpit and keep pressing on the left hand. So you have several options here. Now if you have the arm extended forward, bring it up, inhale. As you exhale, drop the right leg on the floor if it was up, and everyone comes back to a tabletop position. Okay. Maybe you can take a moment to observe how the left side and the right side feel a little bit different. Now correct your alignment, make sure you haven't lost it. Extend the left leg, flex the foot, and don't open the hip, keep the hip closed. You can gaze at the front edge of the mat. Now as you inhale, left heel to the glute, squeeze, good stretch in the quad. And as you exhale, you straighten the leg. The foot remains flexed. Inhale, heel to the glute and squeeze. And exhale, straighten the leg. 1 more time. Inhale to squeeze. And exhale to straighten. Now drop the left toes right behind the right foot. Kick the right foot to the side. Lean on the right hand on the right knee, coming on the inner arch of the right foot, and as you inhale, you open to the left. Fingertips activated, relax the shoulders, and to start with, make sure your shoulders are aligned so you're one straight line of energy. Now you can stay in this position, or you can lift the left leg off the floor and you keep flexing the foot. You can stay here, or you can extend the left arm forward, stretching the armpit and reaching the fingertips towards the front side of the mat. And you gaze up towards the ceiling. Stay present with your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Now, if the arm is extended, as you inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, drop the leg on the floor, and everyone meet in a tabletop position. Ooh, good. All right, and here, tuck the toes, come sit on your heels just for a moment. Bring your wrists together and just roll the wrist in one direction and then in the other. We'll be on the wrist a little bit for some plank pose. And at the same time, you're stretching your toes. Good. All right. And make your way back to tabletop position. So you can actually keep the toes flexed on the floor. Now extend the right leg and press the heel towards the back of the mat. And now press on your hands and extend the left leg. So you find yourself in an upper push-up in a plank pose. So your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Your feet are about hips distance apart, and you press the heels towards the back. You engage the core, you engage the glute, and you engage the quads. And we'll just hold it for a few breaths. Don't collapse the ear and the shoulder. Press firmly on your hands. 2 more breaths. Now inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees on the floor. Shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows in and bring the chest on the floor. You can flatten the top of the feet on the floor. And as you inhale, press on the hands and find a baby cobra. So we gently stretch here. You could even lift the hands off the floor. Relax the glutes. Take a big breath here. As you exhale, hands on the floor, forehead on the floor. Tuck the toes. Maybe you need to use the knees, or you can come straight back into a high plank and press back for the first downward dog. So you can pedal your feet, you can walk the dog, move the knees. We won't stay here too long. And come to stillness. Make sure your hands are widely open. Now as you inhale, lift the heels. As you exhale, you bend the knees and you hover the knees from the floor. Look past your hands. And as you inhale, you find your high plank again. You might need to adjust the stance of the feet and of the hands. Good. Now tap the right knee to the floor and lift. Left knee and lift. Right, lift, left, lift. And keep going like this. I will let you know when to stop. Don't go too fast, don't use momentum. Keep engaging the core and the glute. Tapping the left, coming up, the right, coming up. Keep breathing. Now come back to the center. Drop the knees on the floor, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows in, come onto the belly. And now as you inhale, find a higher cobra. So elbows are hugging the rib cage. Look forward. Relax the shoulders and press the sternum forward. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. Press into a high plank or use the knees, and we meet in downward dog. Ooh. And again, you might want to find a little bit of movement in this position. Anything that the body might need, give it to it. And we have 1 more to do. So come to stillness. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, only hovering the floor. Look forward, and as you inhale, find your plank pose. And again, maybe you need to adjust the stance of the feet. Now, inhale, left knee, left elbow, and exhale back. Inhale, right knee, right elbow, and exhale back. Inhale, left, exhale. Inhale right, exhale, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale left, exhale, point the toes, exhale, right. Sorry. Come back to the center. I messed up my inhale and my exhale. Let's do it again. Inhale left, exhale back. Inhale right, exhale back. One more. Inhale left, exhale, inhale right, exhale. Plant your knees on the floor. Shift forward, bend the elbows, come all the way on the belly. And as you inhale, find your cobra. Relax the shoulder. Feel a good stretch in the core. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower down onto the belly. But now, bring your elbows where you had your wrists. So find your Sphinx pose. So the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. The hands are widely open. And you form like a square. Chest pulling forward. Now, tuck the toes. Lift the knees. And from here, we'll go to a forearm plank. So lift the hips off the floor and find your forearm planks. Again, you want to squeeze the quads, squeeze the belly, squeeze the glute. Look at the front edge of the mat. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees, drop the hips. Good. Flatten the top of the feet. Now open the hands a little wider, press on the hands and find your seal pose. Extend the arms, so you should also find a good stretch in the core here. And at the same time, it's a back bend. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale to a plank or all fours. Exhale, downward dog. Ooh. All right. Now look forward. Right foot and left foot at the front of the mat, maybe the big toes touch. Hands on the shins. Inhale halfway up, look down. And as you exhale, maybe bend the knees, fall forward, Uttanasana. Now press on the feet. Inhale to rise all the way up. Look up towards the palm of the hands. Take a big stretch here. And as you exhale, hands to the heart and release. Good. I think everyone's core is well warmed up now. And if you were warm, I assume you're not warm anymore. If you were cold, sorry. All right. Bring your big toes to touch. Open the heels. And actually here, lift the toes and then spread them back on the floor again. So you create space between the toes. You don't want to grip the floor, but just create space. Lift the kneecaps, engage the quad. Tailbone down, pelvis forward. The navel is gently squeezed towards the spine. Roll the shoulders to the back. Open the chest. Your chin is parallel to the floor and the arms are extended alongside the body. And you bring all the energy of the earth through the feet up to the crown of the head. So the crown of the head is very light. Now bring your hands to your heart. As you inhale, raise your arms high. And now as we exhale with the arms straight in front of you, hinging from the hips, fall forward. You want to plant the hands on the floor, so maybe you need to bend the knees and it's absolutely fine. Now hands on the shins, inhale halfway up, long spine. And as you exhale, bend the knees, find your high plank. Gaze between your thumbs. You can bring the knees on the floor. We'll do the first one together. Shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows in. Slide the legs. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. Come into a high plank or a downward dog. Good. Maybe you can observe how this downward dog is a little bit easier than the first ones. Now, as you inhale, lift the right leg high. As you exhale, look forward, right foot steps between your hands at the front of the mat. You can do that in several steps. Now, as you inhale, lift the arms high, fire Crescent Lunge. Relax the shoulders. Gaze forward. Fingertips activated, the arms are also active. Make sure that the right knee is above the right ankle and the left heel is above the left toes. Inhale here. Exhale, hands on the floor. and back to downward dog. Press the floor away from you, lift the hips up and press them back. And now as you inhale, lift the left leg high. And as you exhale, left foot steps forward between the hands, maybe several steps to do that. Inhale, find your crescent. Sink a little lower, shoulders down, arms extended up, fingertips active. Left heel on top of the left ankle and the right heel on top of the toes. Soften your gaze, soften the forehead, stay present with your breath. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, lower the hands down and downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Always come back to your breath in downward dog if you've lost it. Now, as you inhale, shift into plank pose. As you exhale, you can bend the elbows for a low plank, or you can use the knees on the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, press the top of the feet on the floor. Find your upward dog or cobra. And as you exhale, we all meet in a downward dog. All right. Now, as you inhale, lift the right leg high. As you exhale, set the right foot forward. Inhale for high lunge. And as we exhale, we open to warrior two. So remember, in warrior two, you want to have the right knee that presses towards the right pinky toe. You press on the back foot, and the back foot is 90 degrees, and the front thigh is parallel to the floor. So you might need to adjust the stance of the feet. Relax the shoulders, open your chest, gaze towards the middle finger. And breathe. 2 more breaths. Now revolve the front palm, and as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand come up and back, gaze in the middle of the right hand, and the left hand slides alongside the left leg. And we tend to lose the lunge, so bend the front knee a little bit more. Relax the left shoulder down. Keep breathing. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to warrior two. Hands on the floor. Lift the left heel off the floor. Stay here for a moment. The left hand stays open on the floor, and as you inhale, you open to the right. Fingertips towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. Make sure they're stacked. Inhale and exhale. Release the right hand on the floor. Look forward as you inhale to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, back to downward dog. And take a moment here to observe the difference between the right leg and the left leg. Not better, not worse, just different. You don't need to put words on it, you can just observe. And on your next inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward between the hands, top of the mat. Inhale, rise for your crescent lunge. And exhale, find your warrior two. Maybe you need to adjust the stance of the feet. Make sure your left knee goes towards the left pinky toe. You press on the other edge of the back foot. Your arms are aligned and extended forward and backward. Fingertips together, gaze at the middle finger. Soften your gaze. Soften the jaw, the forehead. See if you can sink a little deeper. Find your inner warrior. Now revolve the front palm, and as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Look towards the middle of the left hand, relax the right shoulder down. The right hand slides alongside the right leg. And see if you can bend the left knee a little deeper. You might have lost the bend here. Feel a good stretch on your left side. Now inhale deeply Exhale, back to warrior two. Wheel guard the hands on the floor. Lift the right heel. Right hand stays firmly planted, and as you inhale, you open to the left. Gentle twists. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left hand on the floor. Look forward to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, downward dog. And now observe how both sides have evened out. Now as you inhale, lift your heels so you are on the balls of your feet. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and hop or step at the front of the mat. Inhale halfway up, hands press on the shins. And as you exhale, release, relax the head. Now as you inhale, bend the knees, find your chair pose. Lift the arms up, lift the toes, make sure the weight is on the heels. You can stay with the arms, the hands parallel to one another, or maybe you can join the palms together. Keep breathing, keep sinking low, tailbone under. Inhale and exhale, straighten the legs forward, release. Press on the feet, inhale to rise all the way up. Now palms touch above the head, but you look forward and you bring the elbows down. You can interlace the fingers and release the index. Inhale here. As you exhale, side bend to the left. So you bring the left fingertips towards the left, You gaze up to the ceiling. You feel a good stretch on the right side. Inhale to the center. And as you exhale, side bend to the right. Ooh, feels good. Inhale to the center. Now keep your hands where they are. And as you exhale, stretch the spine long, hinge from the hips, fall forward all the way down. Release the hands, bring the hands on both sides of the feet, bend the knees if necessary. Inhale halfway up, long spine, look down, and as you exhale, find your high plank. Good. You can bring the knees on the floor or shift the weight forward, bend the elbows for Chaturanga low plank. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Look up, stretch the throat. And as you exhale, downward dog. Good, so you know pretty much where we're going, right? So we'll do the same sequence and we'll keep on adding a little bit more. So as you inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, find your crescent lunge. Whoopsie, lift the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good. And now as you exhale, straighten the front leg for reverse triangle pose. Now as you inhale, lift both arms up and find your 5 pointing stars. So your feet are directed towards the corner of the mat, arms above the head. Now inhale here. As you exhale, find your goddess. So bend the elbows, open the fingers wide, and the palms are facing forward. Sink low in your goddess. Good. Now, from here, lift the left heel of the floor and set it down. Lift the right heel and set it down. Both heels, keep smiling, and down. Inhale all the way up. And as you exhale, hands to the heart, prayer squat. Inhale, lift the left heel, exhale down. Inhale, right heel, exhale down. Inhale, both heels, exhale down. Inhale all the way up. And as you exhale, back to warrior two at the front of the mat. Set your hands on the floor. Lift the left heel of the floor, find your low lunge. As you inhale, lift the right arm up. And now from here, let's go to a side plank. So the right foot meets the left. So you can either stagger your feet, you can stack the feet, or you can even bring the knee on the floor. See what's possible for you. Wherever you are, you want to bump your hips up to the ceiling. Imagine you had a thread pulling you up. Activate the fingers. Keep pressing on the left hand. Take a big breath in and very slow motion, find your high plank again. And back to downward dog. Good. All right. Let's do that on the left side. As you inhale, lift the left leg high. As you exhale, bring the left foot forward. Slowly inhale for your crescent. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg for reverse triangle pose. And as you inhale, open the feet and open the hands. Let me just, you could see me and you don't have my bum. So your feet towards the corner of the mat. Inhale your arms high. Good. And just one. Exhale for goddess. Inhale, 5 pointing stars. Exhale, prayer squat. Good. Sink low. Inhale, 5 pointing stars. And as you exhale, find your warrior two. Now we'll cross the hands on the floor and lift the right heel off the floor. So now lean on the right hand, inhale, lift the left arm up, and see from here if you can find your side plank on the right side. So the left foot comes on top of the right, maybe the right knee comes on the floor. Maybe you can stagger your feet. See what's possible for you here. Wherever you are, you want to lift the hips towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Very slow motion. Exhale for high plank. Bring your knees on the floor or shift the weight forward as you exhale, bending elbows. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And meet in downward dog. Good. Now you can set your knees on the floor. Keep your knees closed. Top of the feet flat on the floor and find your child's pose. You can keep the arms extended forward or you can bring the hands towards the feet. See whatever you want to do here for your child's pose. Two more breaths here. Now if you have the hands towards the feet, bring the hands forward and come back onto all fours. Good. From all four, you can cross the ankles, bring the hips back and bring the legs forward. Good. And you can sit more or less in the middle of your mat. Now open the feet. Hips, well, your feet are open one fist, so you could put one fist between the feet. Bring the hands on each side of the hips with the fingers pointing forward. Now press on the hands so you can lift the chest. Squeeze the belly button towards the spine and bring the chin parallel to the floor and your feet are flexed. Now as you inhale, lift the arms high above the head but relax the shoulders. And as you exhale, fold forward. Sit it forward. Bring the chest towards the thighs. Maybe the hands come on the knees, maybe on the calf muscle, maybe you can hold on to the heels or to the toes. Wherever you are, keep a chest open and a flat back, so you don't want to run. And keep a lot of space between the shoulders and the ears. Every time you inhale, you can lengthen the spine. And when you exhale, you can go a little deeper. You should feel a good stretch in the back of in the lower back and in the back of the legs. 2 more breaths. Now, as you inhale, lift the arms above the head, use the core. And as you exhale, lower down. Good, very nice. Let me just turn towards you now. Now you can cross if it's my right, it's your left. I'm confused. So you can cross your right leg, your left leg, your right leg. Oh my God. Cross your right leg.
and bring the right foot onto the floor. Good. Now, you can lift the left foot, and I give you options. So it's called rock the baby. So you can bring the foot in the crease of the elbow and the knee in the crease of the other elbow, and you can join your hands or even grab your, what you call them, the wrist. So that's the first option. If this is too challenging, grab the foot and grab the knee with your hands. So that's also an option. And wherever we are, we want to rock the baby. So wherever we are, we bring the knees to the back. So we have a nice rotation of the hip here. Keep a long spine. Imagine again that you have some thread pulling you up to the ceiling. Good. Now come back to the center. And now you can release the knee. You can grab the foot in your hand. Press the knee with your hands and see if you can bring the left foot on top of the right thigh for half lotus pose. Good. Now if you can't, you can just be cross-legged. Now your right hand, you set it on the left knee and you start to twist here. And you wrap the left hand behind the back, and maybe you can grab the toes, the left toes. Maybe not, it doesn't matter. Maybe you can just rest the hands in the lower back. Maybe you can grab your pants. See what you can do here. And again, remember, when we inhale, we open and we lengthen the spine. And when we exhale, we twist towards the back of the room. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, slowly untwist. You can release the foot, you can release the knee. Good. And very slowly, you can release the left foot, cross the left leg, and you can bend the right knee and bring the foot forward. So we do that on the other side. Now, again, same variation. Either you grab the foot and the knee with your hands, or the foot is in the crease of the elbow and the knee in the crease of the other elbow. And you join your hands, or you can even maybe grab your wrist, see what's possible here. And again, rock the baby. You can do that with your eyes closed. Remember to keep a long spine and really bring the knee back and forth, back and forth. Nice rotation of the hip. Just a few more. Now come to the center, release, grab the right foot in your hand, press on the knee and bring that right foot on top of the left thigh. And find your half lotus, and if you can't, it's all right. You work on it. Now the left hand comes on top of the right knee, the right hand behind you. Maybe you can grab the toes. You inhale to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, you twist. And again, inhale to lengthen, exhale, deepen the twists. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, deepen. One last big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly untwist. Very slowly and mindfully. Good. And you can release the legs. Whoops, my knee is blocked. Good. Release the legs in front of you. We really want to shake them out. Good. Alright, now come to the front of your mat. Plant your feet, again about 1 fist distance apart. Extend the arms forward. Now tuck the chin, and we'll go down to the count of 8. So really squeeze the core. So we go down for 10. Did I say 8? I meant 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, control, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Oh, that could actually have been a 20. Couldn't it? 20 would have been nice. Now squeeze your knees to your chest. Maybe roll on the spine from side to side. Finding a little bit of release in the lower back. Good. Now extend the legs in front of you. We'll take a bit of a shoulder stand, plow pose flow and fish pose flow. So bring your legs together, arms alongside the body with the palm facing down. Now use the core and lift both legs at the same time towards the ceiling. So your legs are 90 degrees. You can point and flex the feet a few times. Good. From here we'll go to shoulder stand. So you cannot look at your screen anymore. I'll try to give you the best instruction I can, but if you look at the screen, you'll just twist your neck. Now lift the upper back and maybe bring the toes towards the back of the head so you come on the shoulders, and you can bring your hands in the middle of the back. And then when you have the support, you can straighten the legs towards the ceiling for shoulder stand. If I were there with you, I would grab your ankles, I would pull you up so you could roll your shoulders under the back. Remember, it's a shoulder stand, so the weight is onto the shoulders. Now you can gently tuck the chin towards the chest, and you can gaze towards your belly button. Or you gaze towards your feet, see whatever is more comfortable for your eyes. Keep breathing, stay present with the breath, with the sensations. Three more breaths. Now from here we'll go to plow pose. So very slowly with your legs straight if you can. Bring the toes behind the head. You can try to keep the legs straight, or you can gently bend the knees if it's easier. If the feet don't touch the floor, don't worry about it. If they do, you can flex or you can tuck the toes. And you can release the hands to the floor. For support, you can grab the edges of your mat if you want to. Sometimes it makes it a bit easier. Or you can interlace the fingers, the hands. See whatever you want to do here. Or you can keep the hands in the lower back, in the middle back, if it makes you more comfortable. And breathe. Two more full cycle of breath. Now bring your hands back in the middle of your back. Straighten the left leg towards the ceiling and then the right one. So you're back into a shoulder stand. And then very slowly start to lower down. So you can bring the legs a little bit more towards the head. And lower down. First the back, vertebra by vertebra. Good. The legs are still up to the ceiling. And now with the legs straight and at the same time lower both legs down towards the front of the room, of the mat. Good. Now to counterpose the neck, we'll do fish pose. So bring your arms underneath the back with the wrists more or less underneath the bum and the hands underneath the thighs. Now, you can start by lifting the head and look towards the feet. Now press on the elbows, bump the chest, and bring the crown of the head on the floor for fish pose. So you have a nice stretch in the throat, and you can point the toes towards the front room, the front of the mat. So you have weight onto your elbows. Now to release, as you inhale, press on the elbows, look towards your feet again. And as you exhale, lower down. Release the arms. You can bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a big hug, and again, maybe roll on the side from left to right. So we have one back bend to do, and one last twist before Savasana. So plant your feet on the floor. And you can make sure you can touch the heels with your fingertips. Make sure that your back is aligned and that you're not all crooked. We'll take a bridge pose, a regular simple bridge pose. Now as you inhale, press on the feet, press on the hands, lift the hips as high as you can, squeeze the glutes. Now interlace the hands in the back and bring the shoulders underneath the back if you can, if you want to. And find a chest expansion in your bridge pose. Keep pressing on the feet, make sure that your knees are parallel to one another. And as you breathe in, the belly rises. And as you breathe out, belly falls. One more full cycle of breaths. Keep pressing your hips up. Now a big breath in. As you exhale, release the shoulders. Slowly unroll the spine vertebra by vertebra. Good. And again, bring your knees towards your chest. And you can roll on the side, from left to right. Good. Now come back to the center. You can keep the right knee to the chest and you can extend the left leg on the floor. Activate both feet. And give a good squeeze to the right knee. Now extend the right arm to the side in a cross or in half a cross. And with the left hand you draw the right knee all the way to the left. And you gaze to the opposite side. And maybe you hear oof cracking in the back. They were coming. Only bubbles of air popping. And every time you exhale, you can release the right shoulder a little closer to the floor. Now slowly come back to the center. Bring both knees to the chest again, just for a breath. And then extend the right leg on the floor. Activate both feet. Left hand on the floor, palm facing down. And with the right hand, you draw the left knee all the way to the right. And you gaze to the opposite side. And every time you exhale, maybe you can release the left shoulder a little closer to the floor. Deep breathing. Now bring your knee back to the center. Both knees to the center. And find your happy baby pose. So open the knees wider than the torso. Grab the inside of your feet. Or maybe the calf muscle if the inside of the feet you can't reach it. Keep the lower back on the floor. And gently press the knees towards the floor. You can close the eyes here. If you want now, you can maybe roll on the spine from side to side, finding a little bit of movement. Then come back to the center. Bring your knees to your chest again. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, you can release in Savasana. One foot on each corner of the mat. Maybe you want to cover yourself up. You can take a blanket, a sweater, a scarf, put on your socks. Just make sure that for the next few minutes you are absolutely comfortable in your Shavasana. So Shavasana remains a yoga posture, so you want to have the right alignment. The feet are open, probably as wide as the mat, with the toes dropping to the side. The arms are extended about 30 or 40 centimeters from the rest of the body. The tailbone, the spine, the neck, and the head are aligned. And we start by taking a deep breath in. And a big breath out. And now you can let go. You can let go of any control over the breath, any control over the body, and you can surrender to Shavasana.
tend to want to skip this posture, but it's actually a very important one. It's the moment you transition between the yoga practice and whatever comes next. It's a moment of deep relaxation, a moment of stillness, where you integrate all the benefit of your practice. So you can allow yourself, and you can allow the physical body to sink into relaxation and to dissolve into this moment. You can relax the feet, the legs and the hips and the glutes. And feel the weight of the lower body heavy on the floor. You can also relax your belly, your chest, relax the whole of the back. You can feel as if your shoulders were melting into the earth. You can relax your arms and your hands. And you can feel the whole of the body sinking into the earth, heavy and relaxed. And then you can relax the throat, the neck, the jaws. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Relax your ears and your temples. Relax your cheeks and your nose. Relax the muscles around the eyes and the eyes in their sockets. Relax the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows. Relax the forehead and the entire scalp. Notice the weight of the head on the mat. You can also relax the mind, and to do so you can connect to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling freely and softly. And now you can bring little movements back in the toes and in the fingers. Maybe you can move the ankles and the wrists as well. Take any little movements that feel natural and organic to awaken the body. Maybe you can stretch the arms behind the head. Take a deep inhale here. And when you're ready, you can come onto your left side, finding a fetal position. And here you can come back to your intention. How could yoga help you today? Why have you shown up on your mat? And then you can slowly come back to a seated position with the legs crossed and your eyes closed. Find a gentle lift in the heart. Place your hands together in front of your heart. And to close the practice, we'll chant the peace mantra Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can inhale deeply to chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale and exhale. May there be peace in your thoughts, peace in your words and in your hearts. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful yogis. I really hope that you enjoyed this session and that you feel all energized and relaxed at the same time. I wish you a beautiful day, weekend, evening, wherever you took this class. Don't hesitate to share it with your loved ones, with your friends, your colleagues, with your network. I always appreciate the support, and I will see you next time. Bye.